Look into your eyes, I see the dead feeling I despise, and it chills me deep, as deep as all of the time, and the colors fade away into the colors of today, and the colors that fade away to the colors of today. I remember the past and all the feelings that I felt. I still see the colors of those days, and the colors fade away into the colors of today. Yeah, the colors have faded away into the colors of today. Never thought it could be this way. Never thought that the sky could say, and I didn't know it was yesterday. Only now it's today, and the colors have faded away to the colors of today. Yeah, all the colors have faded away into the colors of today.
Greetings to Jerome, Doros. I hope you had a great birthday. It's her birthday today, but you will only see this video tomorrow. And also thanks Brian for the laser. I should have said it long ago. There is such a thing as a natural beauty, something that is natural by nature, but maybe not the way you imagine, so I'll try to explain it. It's not all media conditioning, but a lot of it is, and I'll mention some examples too. If you go outside and purely visually, you will likely notice that essentially what we perceive as beautiful is based on shapes, forms, and especially colors. Of course, there's also beauty in sound, so I can hear beautiful things too that please my ears, that sense. So I would, for example, say that addicting music is beautiful. If my eyes were where my nose is, and my nose was where my eyes are, most of you would likely see me as deformed, probably not beautiful. However, if I was supposed to be born like everyone else and it was really just a birth defect, I would still perceive everybody else as not necessarily as beautiful, but definitely not deformed. However, if everybody else was born the way, with their eyes here, nose here, we would see each other as not deformed, and a lot of us as beautiful. even if our heads were squares, we would. Even if our heads were here, even if everything else was different, we would still see ourselves that way. So how come? The point is that even animals or insects, they don't see each other as deformed. So this is the way to understand it. There are people you will perceive as beautiful over others, as perceive more beautiful as others, and some you could call ugly, because of this natural, and not media condition, but natural given vision of beauty. We have this vision, this special vision for a reason, and not any other vision. We could have, but we have this one. There is a line you can cross. Many people have their eyes a little bit more to the side, and many of course here, but there's a line you cross where if they were here, you would be seen as deformed and likely not as beautiful. So for that reason alone, if you think about it, there is a natural given beauty. And I'm not saying that beauty is something to strive for, if that's the correct word, or that if you're ugly, so to say, then you should worry about it. That's not the point. As far as the media conditioning goes, there's of course many examples. For example, in the East, you have in many countries pale skin seen as more beautiful. That's not natural beauty, because the differences in all people is what is it's all beautiful, whereas there something special is seen as beautiful, and here darker skin is usually seen as more beautiful. That's conditioning. Or sunglasses, wearing sunglasses making somebody look cool. That's conditioning of looks. It's actually done so you don't get sunlight into your eyes, which is very important. But it's just like a plus that you also look cool and you protect your eyes, whereas in reality it's very unhealthy to wear sunglasses, but that's a different topic. Same as smoking cigarettes. It's a popular belief that smoking cigarettes is unhealthy, and then it makes you look cool, similar to sunglasses. Sunglasses are also on the forums, on the smileys. Somebody seen as cool is wearing sunglasses. Women should watch out for this more than men, possibly, because they do follow celebrities and such things just more than men do. So, as I said in my video Layers, with all the makeup and such, the clothes you wear also has nothing to do with natural beauty. Not something you should care about. Many times people say that people who are, so to say, ugly on the outside are ugly, beautiful on the inside. But a lot of times people who will grow up in the system will not be this way. It's not true, because when you grow up in the system and you go to school, many times you will be picked on, you will be bullied and such things. So because of that, many people will not be very kind, which doesn't mean that they are not beautiful. People just use the word beautiful because they see somebody kind as beautiful. It's just a saying. That's why I'm using it. but many times people will not be very kind. Simply because of that, everybody reacts differently to it. Many times people who are beautiful, whether it's conditioned or natural, on the outside will be beautiful on the inside, so to say, which would mean kind to most people or something like that, simply because of how they get treated. By inside, I'm not talking about the soul or anything, that's something else. And none of this matters when it comes to love, but I'll make a separate video on that. If I understand the word matter correctly, maybe I'm misusing it. Maybe matter is referring to a physical, material world. So in that sense it does matter. But it's not important. So if you have, let's say, your mate, have is definitely the wrong word, but if you're together with somebody, then many times there's jealousy because you look at somebody who you perceive as beautiful, talking about human beings. Whereas if you would look at a tree and say, look, that's a beautiful tree, you wouldn't get the same reaction. That's a shame, because even human beings should be seen, even human beings should be seen as beautiful too. It's just a natural creation like everything else. But many times it's not. So when I see a beautiful man or a woman, I can look and appreciate it, just like anything else that is beautiful.